Moonies! Welcome to the Sailor Moon Fan Club podcast. I'm your host, Victoria L. Johnson, and I'm here with Cookie. She is a cosplayer, content creator, and vintage lover. Super excited to have you on the show, Cookie. Hey!
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm super excited. This is so cool. I been looking through your cosplays, and they are all so awesome and vivid and just colorful, and it makes me happy.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find a lot of joy and just happiness in creating characters and just nostalgic feels and just really bringing those characters to life.
Yeah. Well, I
Hmm.
definitely feel that. And speaking of nostalgic feels, since this is the Sailor Moon Fan Club podcast, I usually like to ask every guest first, what's your first memory of watching Sailor Moon?
My first memory of watching Sailor Moon. I was definitely a kid watching. Um, I guess like I normally would be watching cartoons before school or something and having to stumble upon Sailor Moon. Um, and I believe I walked in on a scene of like I'm seeing Sailor Moon crying, she's doing her thing whining. And all of a sudden she does like this beautiful transformation and I'm seeing like pink and sparkles and girly stuff going on. I'm like, oh, this is so pretty because I was really like a girly girl. And so I thought that was really cool. But what really caught my attention was I saw her talking to a cat, which is Luna, all right? Luna was talking to her, and the reason why I personally connected with that was because I talk to cats. I know you probably don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. I talk to, well, at least I feel like I can talk to cats. I feel
Hmm.
like I have connection with cats. And so when I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's just like me. I be talking to cats too. So yeah, that was what first kind of like, intrigued me and seeing the transformation and seeing like Luna and her being able to talk to this cat.
Yeah, that's so funny. So you've been talking to
Hmm.
cats for a long time.
Yeah, my mom and my cousins, my family, they all joke with me and call me the animal whisperer and the insect whisperer. I guess I'm just one with nature, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
y'all.
that is cool. Does it work though? Do you feel like they respond to what you're saying, or
Yes,
you go
but
back and forth? Hmm.
yeah, but I don't know how I feel about being the insect whisperer because they definitely respond. Like I can do all the cute insects like the ladybugs and the butterflies, like y'all
Hmm.
are welcome. But the bees and wasp and all the other stuff, I'm like, oh, I'm still trying to hone in on my powers and try to figure out how to, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm just talking to the pretty insects.
Right. Oh, that's true. That's scary.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
very.
maybe you can tell them to go away. All right, can
Right,
y'all all leave?
right.
That's so funny. I feel like I felt like that sometimes, but not just with all animals, but just if I've spent a lot of time around these two cats. It's in a former life, and
Hmm.
I feel like over time, I kind of got to understand what they were saying or what they were trying to say at certain times, or oh, you want to do this,
Yeah.
oh, are you trying to do this, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's kind of cool that you can do that with any uh animal or most
Yeah.
animals.
I feel like I can, but
Yeah.
I
Listen, I believe it. You're totally a magical girl. You're just waiting for the
oh
right
yes.
whatchamacallit
Yep. You're right.
transformation.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that. That's such a cool connection.
Hmm.
So when you're watching it, do you have any you kind of mentioned you kind of seeing Usagi, Serena speaking to Luna stuck out, but do you have any other favorite moments or episodes?
Hmm. So I don't know if I would say this is my favorite episode. But definitely most probably influential or maybe and it's kind of funny. It just I remember it simply because when I was in school, you had like your walkers, you had bus riders, you had car riders, right? Like when you get ready to go home, you have people ride the bus, people that walk, people who moms pick them up. So I was like, I was considered like a walker because I literally stayed right by my school. So I just could walk there. It took me like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But I always wanted to be a bus rider. I don't know what it was about the bus. I just felt like I couldn't. I never got a chance to experience riding the bus, and I always wanted to ride the bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, one episode that I can remember is it was a episode about a
The missing
curse
bus.
bus, maybe.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, like they were like I guess abducting girls or something. That's pretty bad when I think about it. But
It was a really good episode. That one stuck out to me too, and that's when you meet Sailor Mars.
yes, that's when she was first introduced. So that was another reason
Hmm.
why I really liked it too. And so when I was watching that episode, it stuck with me about the whole bus thing. But after seeing it, I'm like, okay, when I got to school and they started calling like, yeah, my bus riders. When I used to like want to be a bus rider, after that, I'm like, yeah, good luck y'all bus riders, cause I'm a walker, like I'm about to walk home.
Right, like, I'm good on that.
Yeah, like I'm straight. And so yeah, but that was also when, like you said, they introduced Mars, and she's like, I just I really liked her because she just have like these premonitions, and I always felt like I was like my mom always tell me I have like very good intuition, so I kind of connected with her, and I'm just seeing this girl who's like so powerful with premonitions and like visions, and she hasn't even transformed into transform into Sailor Mars yet. It's just her, her as a person, like this powerful woman, or
Yeah,
so yeah.
that's cool. I'm feeling a lot of like mystics from you talking to animals. You got premonitions. Like I'm like,
Right,
man,
I'm just all around magical,
yeah,
right?
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
It's actually funny too. They mentioned that because you can actually take that bus in Japan.
Oh my goodness.
I'd
Seriously?
be so scared. Yeah, because
Oh
like
my
it's based on
god.
like a actual like her like Ray's temple. You can actually like visit it because it's based on an
Mm.
actual temple, and like there's a bus that goes there, and it's essentially like the same bus because it goes from where Usagi lives or Serena lives,
Oh, so
and yeah.
cool.
So I think I didn't get to do it when I went to Japan, but I kind of want to do it, but I'm also kind of scared.
Yeah, I know. We've been trying to go to Japan forever, and now that you told me that, that's definitely going to be on my list to, well, if I don't chicken out, at least look at it or pass
Right.
by it or something. But that sounds really, really cool, though.
Walk alongside it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can go to like a lot of places that like the Sailor Scouts actually like were or like or around or quote unquote like the park they
Mhm.
go to or a lot of
Mhm.
it's based on like actual places in Japan, so that's really fun.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah. So you mentioned Sailor Mars, but I'm still gonna ask you, who's your favorite Sailor Scout?
Hmm. You know, I think I have to say I want to say Sailor Moon, but I hate to say Sailor Moon because she's like, of course you're gonna pick Sailor Moon. She's the leader, right?
It's
But
prom.
um,
Mhm.
but I really love her. I was always attracted to her character design, like her hair and just the way she looks, and the fact that she talks to. Well, they all can talk to Luna, but she was like my first introduction to seeing her, with the cat. But aside from her, I would have to say um, Mercury, and the only reason why is because she has like this very calm, mature kind of, nature about her. She's very smart, and she reminds me a lot of myself, my younger self. Like I was very, very like nerdy, in the books and all about my work, and very to myself, very quiet, and she just reminds me so much of my younger self. So I connect with her, and I just love her blue hair. She's so cute.
She is really cute. I've had so much newfound appreciation for Sailor Mercury after my most recent rewatch, and like after hearing so many people talk about her and like reasons they like her. There.
Mhm.
Um, Side note, well, I can. Would you mind if I share with people that you are dear Silas's wife?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
girl, tell the world.
Okay. All
No, I'm
right.
kidding. I'm
Everybody.
kidding.
No. So I was saying that because he was a guest, a few weeks ago, and his favorite is
Mhm.
actually Sailor Mercury too. And
Mhm.
it's just funny to me that you say like you found some of yourself in her because he was saying he kind of liked her because of, like the way she acted, like a way like I don't know how to explain this. Like basically like he like you said you you identify with her, and he like kind of liked the
And
way that
she
she
chose
acted.
her because of her personality. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet. Oh my God. It's like a Sailor Moon and a tuxedo mask combination is like destiny.
Exactly, it's predestined.
Oh,
I
that
just
was
thought that
kind of
was
sweet.
cute because he was like,
See, I didn't even know that.
he was like Sailor Moon was a little too loud, but I like Sailor Mercury because she was like chill, and I was just like, look at this. This is
Yeah.
just, and you're like the same
Oh,
reasons you're saying you identify with her are the same reasons he was saying he liked her, and I was like, this is so cute.
oh, that's so cute. That is cute. And I didn't even listen to his interview, but I do know he
Mhm,
likes her. But
mhm,
he's always talked about her aesthetic, like her character design. I know he really loves that about her. So
mhm. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
he mentioned that too, but yeah, it was a little bit of everything, so I thought that was super cute.
Oh,
But
that is cute.
back to you because this is your episode.
I know it's okay. It's okay. We are connected, so I get it.
Yeah. Because so Sailor was my favorite, so like perfectly fine. I'm happy anytime
Hmm.
because not a lot of people, and people like her obviously, but she's not everyone's favorite. And I'm most
Yeah,
surprised by that. But so yeah, so totally not basic. Sailor Moon's awesome. I love her.
she is. I love her too, and I'm so like, and I know I'm waiting to cosplay her, and I know everybody else. All of my followers have been like, "What's up?" Because you've been told us you're gonna do Sailor Moon, and you haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm kind of excited to bring her to life as well. I just received my fuku that I commissioned from the Geeky Seamstress. She did a beautiful job and it's sitting in my room waiting on me to just get myself together.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see that.
Yes, it's beautiful.
I believe it. I did see you kind of like did a casual cosplay of Sailor Moon. That was really cool with the
Yeah, like the little shirt I had on from Hot Topic.
listen, that is my favorite shirt. I have the same shirt. I wear it almost every day because it's so comfortable.
Girl, do you hear me? That I love that shirt, and it just looks so pretty too. I
Yeah.
bought two of them, and then
Mhm.
I bought two just so I could have them because I wear it so much. And can you believe Silas saw the shirt and wanted me to buy him one? He like, I already know it's in the latest section, but give me an extra so and so. I'm like, oh my god, I can't have nothing.
That's hilarious. He has some good Sailor Moon shirts too. I've actually been looking for that blue one he has
He does,
because
he does,
I was like,
yeah,
it looks like a vintage one, but I want it. Um,
yeah,
that's so funny. Yeah, I don't blame you. Know,
yeah.
it's actually like a boyfriend T-shirt, which I thought was funny, even though it's like in the ladies section.
Mhm.
But it's so comfortable. I love it. I might get a second one too now that you mention it because I wear it like at least once a week. Like anytime it's
I'm
clean,
telling you.
I have it
Yep.
on.
Same.
Yeah, it's so comfy. But yeah, I saw that you cosplayed. I love that photo. It's so cute. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, so I can't
I
wait.
was trying to
Hmm.
I was trying to show everybody the wig, like,
Hmm.
because I know they were asking me about it, and so I was like constructing the wig, and so part of the reason why I posted, create that picture was to kind of show them like, hey y'all, I got the wig,
Yes,
it's coming together,
right.
just bear with me. But yeah,
It looks awesome. I feel like this is
thank
gonna be
you,
so cute, and I'm so excited.
thank
Um,
you.
but you also have other cosplay, like I see like Dee Dee, I see Penny, I
Oh
see
yes,
Android, I always forget 18.
18, yes, yes.
um, what got you into cosplaying? Because you have like a lot of cool stuff here.
Um, so it's kind of a long story, not really a long story. I'll make it short. Let's see. So,
Either is fine.
yeah, yeah. So it's kind of funny, but I didn't know that cosplay was a thing, really,
Mhm.
honestly. Not too long ago, a couple years ago, I didn't even know that the cosplay community was so big like it is. I didn't even know it existed like this. And when I first started cosplaying, I'm thinking in my head, I'm just doing something that I came up with, I thought was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I promise it sounds so weird because it's like this has been around for some time, but my eyes just weren't open to it, which is weird, but I don't know. Anyway, so um going back to when I was a kid, Halloween was like a big deal for me.
Mhm.
And it's, by the way, my favorite holiday.
Nice.
Um, Halloween was like a big deal for me. And me and my mom, um, we really like took making costumes serious. Like,
Mhm.
we made costumes and DIY costumes a lot, and so we would go trick or treating. But anyway, eventually some things shifted, life changed, and Halloween night turned into Hallelujah night. And so, so I
Uh-huh.
started going to Hallelujah night at church, and it was like goodbye, trick or treating and Halloween. And I was like devastated because that was like my creative outlet. Like I've always been super creative, love creating things with my hand, like just making stuff.
Mhm.
And so I was pretty devastated about that. But fast forward to my adulthood, I was working at a job, and the job was nice. The people were nice. You know, I'm don't really have anything bad to say about it, but I was just feeling so unfulfilled.
Mhm.
You know, I was feeling like it was something more that I was supposed to be doing. I just wasn't. I wasn't happy, and so I don't know where I was listening to it or where did I see it, but somebody said like just talking about self care and self love, and just when you're in a place where you're not happy, try to think back of things that make you happy, doing things that make you happy, or thinking back of a time that makes you happy. And at that time, I started to analyze and think about what kind of things made me happy. And it was Halloween came to mind. And so my grown self was like, called my cousins up because she had three little kids, and she was like, "Are you?" I was like, "Are you going Halloween trick or treating with the kids this year?" She's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, cause I'm going with you." And she was like, "Okay." I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have a bag. Like, I want to get out. I want to get candy. I want to dress up. And not only am I going trick or treating, I'm gonna make my own costume."
Mhm.
And she was like, "Okay." And so I spent that week making a costume, and that costume happened to be Maleficent. And I just remember feeling so happy because I was like getting back to doing something that I love, which was making something, making things. Um, and I ended up like recording it. I got super excited about it, and um, Silas saw it. He was like, "Oh my God, this is really good cooking." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." And so I was motivated, and like I wanted to record the process because I was just so proud of myself. I never expected it to go any further than that. But when I did, I loved it. I thought I did a great job. I felt very accomplished. And so I took pictures. I posted on Instagram, not thinking nothing of it. And then all of a sudden, it just got reactions. Like people were like, they loved it, and they were thinking like, "Oh, what is this? This is so cool." And I'm like, "Oh, dang, y'all like this?" I was just doing it because you know what I mean. It was fun. I liked it, and it made me happy. And so yeah, and here I am today.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Like reclaiming things that you love, and it's just like, oh yeah, I forgot about this thing I used to love, and
Yeah.
now I'm an adult and I can do it whenever I want.
Exactly. Halloween every day.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
one of my friends Siobhan was on the show, and they were saying how um they love Halloween. Like, oh, it's like, and like Halloween's the only time where they feel like the world reflects how they feel all the time. And I was just like,
Yep. Where it's like acceptable. Yep.
mm-hmm.
And some people look at you outside like, why you got that on? It's not Halloween. I be thinking like, but y'all do it on Halloween. What difference does it make if I'm
Right.
doing it every day and you do it on Halloween? Like,
Makes no sense.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's super cool. I love that. So I look at your Maleficent looks awesome. I just like scrolled back all the way down to see it. I'll drop a link for anyone listening. But what would you say has been your favorite cosplay you've done so far?
All hands down, my Dee Dee Pickles and Helga Pataki.
Ooh, well, your DD is your
Hmm.
profile picture, so that makes sense.
Yes.
And Helga looks
Yes.
amazing. Like you really did a good job at translating Helga to like real life because she just seems so like I couldn't imagine her, like I can only imagine her animated. So like seeing her, I was like,
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah. I know. Thank you so much. I appreciate that because I really was pretty proud of myself too. I had no idea how. I don't know. I didn't know how I was gonna make that happen. Just looking at her hair, like
Right.
sticking out. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? But I don't know. It just came together. Like I didn't even practice or plan it. It just kind of came, and that's why um I normally focus on cosplaying characters that mean like something to me or that I
Hmm.
that I have some type of connection with, because for me that makes it easier for me to cosplay that character because I have some type of connection to them. So with that one, with the Dee Dee Pickles, they just came so with all of them really, because I normally don't like to cosplay characters unless I've had a personal connection with them.
Hmm.
So it just really came out better than I even expected. So I was really happy about it.
By personal connection, do you mean like you like this character growing up, or
Right,
you
right, right,
identified with them
right.
in some
Like some type of connection,
way? Hmm.
right? Whether I watched it when I was younger, whether I watch it now, whether it's my favorite,
Hmm.
I wouldn't like. I don't typically cosplay something if I don't personally know anything about the character or
Hmm.
have had some type of experience with that character. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Yeah, I feel the same way. I wouldn't want to. I would only want to cosplay characters that are like I like or have some kind of like connection to, or like I just think, yeah,
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Your Penny Proud is really good too. Like you got her hair down, and I was just like, I didn't even know that could be a thing.
Oh, thank you. I love Proud Family so much. It's one of my favorite animated series.
It's so good. Are you excited about the reboot?
The reboots,
Well, not reboot, but like
yes.
a I don't even know. It's not even. It's like a sequel
I don't
series,
know what.
maybe. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I am excited. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm excited to see what it's gonna be about. So yeah,
Me
I
too.
am.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Hmm.
What's a dream cosplay you'd like to do? Like something you haven't done before?
Hmm. Rita Repulsa
Rita
from
Repulsa.
Power Rangers.
Oh my
Yeah, the
god.
villain that make my monsters grow. I think I love her. I love the way she. Well, when I was little, I used to think that I couldn't love her because she was the bad guy. I'm like, I can't love the bad guy. But now that I've gotten older, I've like appreciate villains because it's like they always have a backstory as to why they're like they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't really know her story or anything. But I'm just speaking of villains in general. But I just love the way she looks, though. I feel like bringing her to life, it would be so. I mean, her design, like I'm thinking about her hair, her headpiece. It would just be so intricate, so look so cool, like in person.
Yeah, I completely agree. That would be really cool. And yeah, I
Yeah.
have the same thing. Like I think growing up, I was like, oh, I don't want to do the villains. I'm not a bad person. I don't identify with them. But as I
Right.
get older, I'm like, they actually look kind of cool. I actually wouldn't
That's
mind
cool,
doing
man.
that
Right.
outfit. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah. Like I've been thinking about doing Emerald from Sailor Moon, and
Oh yeah.
Wicked Lady. Even Queen Barrow.
Oh
Queen Barrow has
yeah.
like a really cute dress.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if I had to cosplay someone other than like Sailor Moon, because obviously I'm working on it, I believe she would be good. Queen Bear would be pretty cool to bring to life too.
Yeah, they were selling her dress on Hot Topic for a bit, and I almost bought it because it kind of looked like a cute dress you could kind of wear on a
Yes,
regular,
yes,
and I was like, I might get this,
yes.
but I ended up not getting it.
Hmm. I'll have to see that.
Mhm.
Well, I wonder if they probably don't have it anymore, huh?
It was years ago. Yeah, I wish I bought it,
Oh, okay.
but it was like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe like, yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, like wearing that out for real.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a velvet. It
Got
was
the little
nice.
boob action going on. Yeah, like the velvet, like kind of fitted in the waist. She got it like, yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, yeah. I'll send you the thing if I can find it so you can at least see it. But I mean, you can sew those. I feel
Yeah,
like you could probably make it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Oh man. Um. Well, actually, I guess we kind of talked about this too. But like, which Sailor Moon character would you like to cosplay? Or which? Yeah, any character. Yeah, I guess we kind of just said Queen Barrel.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
I was like, did we
um,
answer this? I think we did. Yeah.
yeah, we did. But honestly, another idea that I had that I think would be really cool
Mm-hmm.
is a pinup vintage inspired Mars. I can just see it like
Ooh.
a like the Betty Page bangs with the deep waves, and just she already has like the little cute, fuku. Like I could just see a pinup style, and I could just with the pumps, it just works. I just feel like that would be a cute mashup, and it would look really good.
That would look so cool. I love mashups with Sailor
Hmm.
Scouts.
Mhm.
I think they're always just like so creative and so cool. Like people have done like Power Rangers and the Sailor Scouts, or
Yes.
like superheroes and the Sailor Scouts. Of course, there's like Sailor
Mhm.
Deadpool. People do all
Mm.
the time. um, but yeah, that would be really cool. Like a pinup Sailor Mars. I could see it.
So cute.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see it.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna make that happen and have like flames or fire or something around her. Like I don't know. I just I think it'd be so cute.
It would. You can get some like red flowers too or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That'd be really cute. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I like want to see it right now. But
yeah.
speaking of that, how did you get into the vintage aesthetic? Because you kind of have another page dedicated to like vintage wear and vintage core. Is that a thing?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Um, I just have always been a vintage lover from since I was a little girl. It's just always been something that I love. I think being with my grandma a lot, um, seeing like her vintage clothes and items, like she would have like I have vintage juicers now in my house that she's giving me, like a vintage sewing machine, just so many things that she's like giving me. And um when I like just the connection that we have with it, like if I come to her house and she see me with like she saw me with a vintage peacoat, and it just like brought so much joy to her. She just like, oh my God,
Mhm.
I used to wear one of those when I was young. I had a coat just like that. Turn around. And it's just like, I don't know, it just makes me happy. And I don't know, I just always have been interested in vintage, and not just like the pinup or 50 style, but just all the eras, mixing eras, and just to see how like the thought of hairstyles and clothing just changing. It's just so amazing to me. But yeah, how it still comes around today and can be modernized but still be vintage. I don't know, it's just I just love it.
Yeah, that is really cool. I did have a vintage. I love vintage stuff too, for sure.
Hmm.
And I remember like at some point wanting to dress more vintage and never really got into it. Now I feel like you're making me want to like tap into
Yeah.
that a little bit more because
Yeah, you
it's
should.
so
It's
cute.
really fun. It really is. And just seeing all the hairstyles and how much like women just, invested in their hair as far as like the Hollywood deep waves things
Mhm.
you need to make. You know how they really were like that was a thing, and like
Yeah, rollers.
corsets, and yes, yes, sitting at your vanity, like really like just beautifying, being beautiful, and just, you know, being a woman. It's
Yeah,
just
no, it's yeah, totally like just taking so much time and effort and pride
mhm,
into so many things.
exactly.
Have you watched The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel by any chance?
But say it again, I'm sorry.
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
I haven't.
Ooh, I feel
I
like
have
you would
not.
like it.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, it's an Amazon show and it follows like this girl who's decides to become a comedian. But it takes place in like I want to say like the 40s, 50s. And so like everyone's
Hmm.
like always in like vintage wear and I think it won some awards for it and it's just really cool. And like it kind of goes into that too, like how much time she spends on her hair and like her
Mhm.
outfits and it's a really
Mhm.
cool show.
Oh, you know what? Because I'm looking at it now that you say it. I think I saved this on my list on Amazon Prime, but I have not watched it yet. So now that you brought it up, I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a really good show.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. It's really good.
Yep. Well, it has been added. Thank you.
Yay! All right. Well, let me know if you like it.
I will.
Speaking of shows, do you have any other favorite anime that you watch?
Um, so yeah, I'm still like, because I'm not like a huge anime guru. I was like very like brought up on Disney and a
Mm-hmm.
big 90s Nickelodeon fan. But yes, I have been adding more anime lately. I loved Demon Slayer.
Ooh, okay.
Um Beastars, I'm waiting on that on the new one to
Yes,
come out.
that was good too.
Yes, but my top faves are Death Note and Attack on Titan. I love them, both of those.
God, I love Attack. I love both of those. I haven't watched Death Note in a while. Attack on Titan
Hmm.
is so good.
Oh, it's so good. It is
Yeah.
so so good. I need to read the manga, but I haven't. I'm so bad at that. I always say I'm gonna do it, and I get distracted. Life happens, and I'm like, I never pick it up. I'm like, ugh, you gotta do better.
You are describing my life because I've been saying I was gonna finish with the manga ever since the final last episode came out, and it's been like how many months later, and I have not even tried. Like I just
Girl, were you good with months? It's like years can pass me. I'm like, girl, you are. Come on now. Like you can't just be trying to watch TV. Like pick up some books and read.
Mhm. Yeah, it's hard, time, life.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to it though. I love the anime. It is. I love it so much. But well. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, like, because I don't know who's gonna watch, who's listening, and I don't want to do spoilers. But do you watch Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
or have you watched Game of Thrones?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm feeling like, are y'all gonna kind of do my boy like how y'all did?
Oh,
Oh, I don't
maybe.
know. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
I don't know. But I do get
Yeah.
that same feeling, like it's Game of Thrones with Attack on Titan.
Mhm.
Just like that gravitas and like stakes are so high and
Yeah.
like nobody's safe, like all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. But that is a really good show.
Mhm.
What else do you stand? So it's not just like in the nerd space, but like, all right. I mean, you kind of mentioned like the '90s Nickelodeon, which was like everything
Yes,
in Disney.
yes, that is what I stand. That's my thing. And
Hmm.
now Paramount has come out, and
God,
oh, we have been binging Double Dare every day when I eat. Double Dare, um, what's the other game shows I can't think
I know
of?
that was like Slime Time Live, but I don't know if it's on Paramount.
Let
Hmm?
which one did you say?
Slime Time Live,
Oh,
something like
oh
that.
yeah, is
Yeah.
Slime Time on
I
there? Is
don't
that
think so. I'm just remembering shows now.
okay? Yeah, yeah. The other one where they go through Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh,
Um, Guts.
oh my God.
Like I've been binging, like we've been binging all of the game shows, and I mean it's just the new Rugrats. I don't know. I guess it's a reboot, or I don't know what
Yeah.
they would call it, but that's on there too. It was pretty good. But yeah, I'm a huge like Nickelodeon's 90 Nickelodeon fan. Rugrats, um, all of the above.
Yeah, I'm right there with you with like with
Mhm.
all that Rugrats. It's Told by Ginger. Well, that wasn't '90s, but yeah, just like all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I People have been asking me to do As Told by Ginger, and she's been on my list to do, but I just not have not cosplayed her yet.
What do you do? What character would you do? Ginger?
Ginger.
Oh wow.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. I don't
Yep.
like Ginger.
She's Yeah. She's on there. I will get to her. I've been on kind of a short little hiatus on my page,
Mhm.
so
Mhm. Breaks are
once
necessary.
I get back,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Well, I look forward to that too. Not just Sailor Moon things, but other things too. I look forward to.
Thank you.
um, what advice would you give to someone who wants to like become a popular cosplayer like you are, or find like vintage wear? Because I think that's like a skill too.
Mhm. Um, what advice would I give to someone who wants to be a popular cosplayer? I would say don't try to be a popular cosplayer. I would say, um, if cosplaying is something that you find joy in, something that you love, do it for that. But not going in thinking about being popular per se, because when you do that, especially with social media, it can be such a mental toll. And you start to value yourself and your worth, your art, based upon how many likes you're getting, how many followers you have, how many shares you're doing, I'm sorry, and um when it doesn't do what you're wanting it to do, or going in thinking like, oh my God, I have only such and such likes, or you're comparing to someone else, it really just you're really just messing yourself up mentally,
Hmm.
because you're basing your worth off of what you're getting on social media, and it's not good. So I would never go into something saying I want to be popular. If that comes, great. whatever is your path, I just say, walk your path, because what's for you is for you, and those other things will line up. It will happen.
Yeah, that makes a lot
But
of sense.
just do it for the love.
Yeah, I think some people have said that too. Like it's better to do it because you love it, and then it'll show. And
Yeah,
and if you get popular, you get popular. But you still be happy
yeah,
doing it.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Because when that doesn't last, or it's not there like you expected, you won't be disappointed, because you simply did it out, joy, happiness.
Hmm.
So you're not looking for anything else other than that.
That makes all the sense.
Hmm.
Um, and then you might remember, just like Sailor Moon had her Sailor Moon says phrase at the end of every episode. What would your phrase be? So Sailor Cookie says.
Sailor Cookie says, positivity and love are two keys to happiness. Um, I would say relinquish negative energy, know your worth, and love yourself.
I love that. I feel like that is something Sailor Moon would say too. Like relinquish negative energy. Sounds
Yeah,
like very,
yeah,
very Serena
yeah. I
like.
thought that sounded, yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
And then what's next for you, and where can people find you?
Um, so definitely what's next is, you can expect the Sailor Moon content. I have a lot of content centered around Sailor Moon that I'm pretty excited about.
Mhm.
Um, you can keep up with me on social media. Instagram, Cookie at Cookie Corp _, Facebook at Cookie Corp. You can visit my website at www.cookiecorp.net. And if you're into vintage pinup fashion, you can follow my Instagram page at Cookie Model.
Love
Yeah.
it. And I saw,
Mm.
I guess it's on your website, but I saw you have some merch too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do have some merch. I have like some '90s Nickelodeon buttons with my Helga Pataki and Dee Dee Pickles, all my '90 girls. I think I have Reggie Rocket on there, and somebody else. I can't think of who the fourth person is. But yeah, I have some signed prints on there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, I love the Daria too, and the Reggie.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
those are
thank
both so
you.
cool. Um, yeah, well, this was awesome. I'm like looking at your page, getting like distracted. I'm like, oh, this does look cool. I kind of want this. but
Well, I just appreciate you having me on here. I really enjoyed talking to you.
yeah, same here. It's always fun to talk about Sailor Moon and just like all the other things people love.
Yes.
So, well, once again, I am Victoria L. Johnson, and I am host of the Sailor Moon Fan Club podcast. And you can find me at Miss Old School. It's Old School with a K on Twitter and Instagram. I'm also on TikTok now at Sailor Victoria. And you can find the podcast at Moonies Club on Twitter and Moonies_club on Instagram. We also have merch at mooniesclub.com. And if you can, I'd really appreciate it if you can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and rate us if you're enjoying the show. And yeah, thanks for listening, Moonies. And thanks, Cookie, for coming on the Sailor Moon Fan Club podcast.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.